The Russian Sleep Experiment. In the late 40s, it is said that a group of scientists directed a cruel experiment about sleep. This was known as the Russian Sleep Experiment. They were testing a gas that would lessen a human's need to sleep. For the experiment, they kept 5 people awake using an airborne stimulant. They were locked in a chamber where researchers could monitor them. The subjects were fine for 5 days, but after those 5 days, their conversations turned dark. They started to complain and act weird. On the 9th day, one of the subjects started to scream non-stop for 3 hours. When he finally stopped, the researchers found out that he cut his vocal cords. The second subject started to scream, and the other started to whisper. After a while, the screams stopped, and so did the whispers. For 3 days, the researchers had not heard anything from the room, so they decided to check the microphones to see if they were working, but they were fine. The researchers decided to make a deal. They said they would open the room, but would shoot if they tried to do something. But the subject said something strange. "We no longer want to be freed." On the final day at midnight, they opened the door and walked in. The subjects started screaming horribly. Only 4 of them were alive, but they had torn their skin apart and eaten it. The researchers said they were free, but the subjects refused to leave. They were yelling at the researchers to turn the gas back on. One of the subjects started tearing his skin, and he started bleeding so badly, he died. The last 3 were sent to a mental institution. 2 of them could still talk, but would beg and beg for the gas. The other one was in surgery to have his skin put back, but he was screaming for the surgeons to keep cutting. The other 2 subjects were laughing intensely. After this, they were put back in the chamber. The researchers didn't know what to do with them, so they put the gas back on to see what happened. The subjects immediately calmed down. One of the subjects laid in his bed and died instantly. There were only 2 left. After a while, the researchers got tired. A researcher opened the door, armed with a gun. This got the subjects mad. One of them stumbled towards the researcher. The researcher shot him instantly. The researcher looked at the last subject straight in the eye and asked, "What are you? We must know." The last subject formed a chilling smile with a horrible laugh. He answered, "We are you. We are the madness that lurks within you all, begging to be free at every moment in your deepest animal mind. We are what you hide from in your beds every night." The researcher aimed at the subject's heart and pulled the trigger. The subject, on the floor, covered in blood, said his last 3 words, "So nearly free."